The Book of Enoch. Book 6. Deluge. Enoch 106. After some days my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son. His body was white as snow and red as a blooming rose. The hair of his head and his long locks were white as wool, and his eyes beautiful. When he opened his eyes, he lighted up the whole house like the sun, and the whole house was very full of light. When he was taken from the hand of the midwife, he opened his mouth and conversed with the Lord of righteousness. His father Lamech was afraid of him and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. He said to him, I have begotten a strange son. He is not like man, but resembles the children of the angels of heaven. His nature is different, he is not like us, and his eyes are as the rays of the sun, his countenance is glorious. It seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels, and I fear that, in his days, a wonder may be wrought on the earth. Now, my father, I am here to petition you and implore you that you may go to Enoch our father and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling place is amongst the angels. When Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me to the ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there. He cried aloud, and I heard his voice and came to him. And I said unto him, Behold, here I am, my son, for you has come to me. He answered and said, I have come to you because of a great cause of anxiety, and I have approached because of a disturbing vision. Now hear me, my father, hear me. Unto Lamech my son, there has been born a son whose form and nature are not like man's nature. The color of his body is whiter than snow and redder than a blooming rose. The hair of his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. He opened his eyes, and thereupon he lighted up the whole house. When he was taken from the hand of the midwife, he opened his mouth and blessed the Lord of heaven. Lamech became afraid and fled to me, and did not believe that he was sprung from him, but that he was in the likeness of the angels of heaven. And behold, I have come to you that you may make known to me the truth. I, Enoch, answered and said, The Lord will do a new thing in the earth, and this I have already seen in a vision, and I make it known unto you that, in the generation of my father Jared, some from the heights of heaven transgressed the word of the Lord. Behold, they committed sin and transgressed the law, and united themselves with women, and committed sin with them, married some of them, and have begotten children by them. There will come a great destruction on the earth, and there will be a deluge and a great destruction for 1 year. This son who is born unto you will be left on the earth, and his 3 children will be saved with him, when all mankind that are on the earth shall die. The giants are not according to the Spirit, but according to the flesh. There will be a great punishment on the earth, and the earth will be cleansed from all impurity. Now make known to your son Lamech, that he who was born was in truth his son, and call his name Noah, for he will be left to you. He and his children will be saved from the destruction which will come upon the earth, on account of all the sin, and all the unrighteousness of denying, which will be consummated on the earth in his days. After that, there will be still more unrighteousness than that which was at first consummated on the earth. For I know the mysteries of the holy ones, for he, the Lord, has showed me and informed me, and I have read in the heavenly tables. Enoch 107. I saw written on them that generation upon generation will transgress, until a generation of righteousness arises, and transgression will be destroyed, and sin will pass away from the earth, and all manner of good will come upon it. Now, my son, go, and make known to your son Lamech that this son, which has been born, is in truth his son, and that is no lie. When Methuselah had heard the words of his father Enoch, for he had shown to him all the secret things, he returned, and showed to him, and called the name of that son Noah, for he will cause the earth to rejoice in compensation for all destruction. Enoch 108. Another book which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah, and for those who will come after him, and will keep the law in the last days. You who have done good will wait for those days until an end is made of those who work evil, and an end of the might of the transgressors. Wait you indeed until sin has passed away, for their names will be blotted out of the book of life, and out of the books of the holy ones, and their seed will be destroyed forever, and their spirits will be slain, and they will cry, and make lamentation in a place that is a waste wilderness, and they will burn with fire where there is no earth. I saw there something like a viewless cloud, for by reason of its depth I could not look thereon, and I saw a flame of fire burning brightly, and there circled like shining mountains, and they swept to and fro. I asked one of the holy angels who was with me, and said, What is this shining thing? For it is not a heaven but only the flame of a burning fire, and the voice of crying, and weeping, and lamentation, and strong pain. He said unto me, This place which you see, here are cast the spirits of sinners, and blasphemers, and of those who work wickedness, and of those who pervert everything that God does through the mouth of the prophets, the things that shall be. For some of them are written, and inscribed above in the heaven, in order that the angels may read them, and know that which will befall the sinners, and the spirits of the humble, and of those who afflict their bodies, and are recompensed by God, and of those who are put to shame by wicked men, who loved God, and loved neither gold nor silver nor any of the goods of the world, but gave over their bodies to torture, who, since they came into being, longed not after earthly food, but regarded their bodies as a breath that passes away, and lived accordingly, and were much tried by the Lord, and their spirits were found pure so that they should bless his name. All the blessings they received I have recounted in the books, and he has assigned them their recompense, because they have been found to be such as loved heaven more than their life in the world, and whilst they were trodden under foot of wicked men, and experienced abuse, and reviling from them, and were put to shame, blessed me. Now I will summon the spirits of the good who belong to the generation of light, and I will transform those who were born in darkness, who sought not honor in the flesh as their faithfulness deserved. I will bring forth clad in shining light those who have loved my holy name, and I will seat each on the throne of his honor. They will be resplendent for times without number, for righteousness is the judgment of God. For to the faithful he will give faithfulness in the habitation of upright paths. They will see how those who were born in darkness will be cast into darkness, while the righteous will be resplendent. The sinners will cry aloud, and see them as they shine, and they indeed will go where days and seasons are prescribed for them. Amen.